Hello everyone. This is Jessica here, and this is episode 6 of my video diary coping with mental illness. I think it's been about more than a week since I've done one of these. This may or may not be under 5 minutes, I don't know, I haven't really decided, but I guess I'm just going to talk a lot. In terms of how I'm doing, I'm okay-ish. Maybe a 4 out of 10 if I'm honest. Not great, but not good. Not too bad. Starting new medication. Started seeing a new psychiatrist as well, and she introduced new medication. Today I was actually supposed to attend an autism group sort of meeting, and I'm leaving the mall because I went to the mall today to get my glasses adjusted because they're a bit loose. So I left the mall and just basically the car was entering the facilities, and then I decided to change my location a little bit to come back to Res because I was hit with an overwhelming feeling of social anxiety and I just couldn't do it. It was just so intense. I was feeling so anxious. My chest was hurting. I was like, I'm going to have to talk. I don't know how long this event is. I really go outside, honestly, to be honest. Because I have such severe social anxiety, I have to really have a reason to go. And I mean, I'd been delaying going to get my glasses adjusted, and it's probably need to get them adjusted a bit again because they feel still a bit too loose now. But I'd been delaying, and then I was just like, let me just go before I go to this autism meeting. But I ended up not going to the autism meeting. It's just this overwhelming sense of social anxiety, and I just couldn't overcome. Today, my year got our scrubs from one of the sponsors. So since hopefully I'm graduating, a lot of companies start wanting to sponsor us to try and get us as clients. One of the companies was giving us gifts, and when we were in the lecture hall and they were just giving us this very short talk, I had this overwhelming rather sense of loneliness, and I have many colleagues, I have many acquaintances, I have many close acquaintances, but I realized that I'm probably going to graduate with no close friends, and that sort of broke my heart. I'm out here sulking, really, and I feel as if I could do something about it, but I don't know what. I mean, it took almost all my effort just to come here and do this video, which is supposed to be under 5 minutes. It's like this pathological demand avoidances. Like, I understand why it's called pathological demand avoidance. It's extreme. I don't know why I can't do things, and it's frustrating. It's like I feel if I want to do it, or honestly don't know if I want to do it, honestly. Sometimes it's just easier to lie in bed. But I feel as if I need to mature, I need to grow up. Because I'm struggling to do even simple things. Like, I'm struggling to watch YouTube videos, and it has to do with the length as well, but just looking at the screen. These days I'm watching YouTube videos as if I'm listening to a podcast. But I can't listen to podcasts because they're too long. It's a mixture of ADHD, depression, evolution. Like, just doing simple tasks is very difficult. It's just put every negative symptom there. Abulia, it's just everything is there. And it's extremely difficult. Like, there's so much I want to do. I've enrolled for a short course for music theory, but I haven't started it. And it's been probably a couple of days now and I want to start it, but I don't know why my body, I can't. And it's just demand avoidance. Like, I've been postponing things so many times. I was postponing meetings with financial advisors. I was postponing so many things. Postponing OSCEs. It's just so much anxiety, and I just, in a way, I'm a bit stuck. I see it's over 5 minutes. Like, I'm not sure what to do. I essentially made these diaries for almost to be an accountability partner. I mean, I don't want to come on here and now set massive goals because then I'm just going to put even more pressure on myself. I'll admit to what my goals are now. I want to graduate. I want to pay off my student loans rather. And I want to pay back my parents for their hard work. But there's also part of me that wants to, I want to I want to study music. I want to compose music. I want to write music for people who can express the music that I can't express myself. I'm not a good vocalist, I can confidently say that. So I want to write music for people who can express it on my behalf. And I also want to become a full-time member of the Copyright Association of South Africa. I just, there's so much demand over women's. And it's tough to control, honestly. I'm sleepy now. I'm not sure what to say. I'm trying to think of what small goals I can start with first. Try to build up habits. I'm even looking right now at my book Atomic Habits. I still haven't finished that book. I bought that book last year and I still haven't finished it. I got quite far and then I lost my place in the book. And now I've restarted it. Well, not now, I restarted it some time ago, but I never continued it. And that's my problem. I start a lot of things and I don't finish it. I've started so many series, I've never finished it. I've started so many novels, I haven't finished them. But yeah, in terms of occupational therapy, I've had to postpone it. Last week, I forgot why. Last week, I postponed it because I was on cardio week, and it just didn't seem like they were happy with the fact that I had to attend occupational therapy, even though I needed. So I just cancelled it. And then this week, I'm meeting with the financial advisor, and I've been delaying this meeting. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to postpone occupational therapy. I didn't manage to complete the questionnaire for executive function, so I just need a waiter to complete, like, I guess, tally or to score my sensory profile, and then also to score, tally, or whatever she does for the executive function, and then we can move on from there. But yeah, I'm not going to attend OT this week. Applications for internship have opened. I thought I wanted to go back home, but I mean, I do, but I think it's best that I stay here in Cape Town where my psychiatrist OT is. And then I'll possibly go back or go back to my home province rather, for community service. But yeah, that's what I've essentially decided. It's best that I stay because I'm still progressing with OT. I'm still in the very early stages. I'm still trying to find out what medication works for me. I'm still verifying diagnoses. I'm still getting used to this new psychiatrist. We've only had one hour, maybe 90 minute meeting, first appointment, and yeah, I can't be moving back to East London, although my first ever psychiatrist is based in East London. It's just, I haven't seen him in over 6 years. Well, I mean, not in over 6 years, I haven't seen him in 6 years. And it's just such a, I'm sure people who've seen psychiatrists, psychologists can understand how much of a heavy, like how much of a physically exhausting process. Consultations, or especially early consultations, first consultations, it's just not enough. It's not a nice process. Having to tell your story, having to start medic, it's a hard. It's not a nice process. It's physically exhausting. It's mentally exhausting. It's emotionally exhausting. It's exhausting. So I'm not about to, although I'm not about to now go through that process of having to update this gentleman of 6 years of my life. It's exhausting. But yeah, I believe I've talked for more than 10 minutes. But I'm going to yeah, make such weird facial expressions. Now my face is gonna make such strange facial expressions. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this video diary. So